If you would like your ICO reviewed, please contact us for competitive packages. Now, we do not review every single ICO that comes our way. We only review the ICOs that have passed an extensive qualifying process, businesses that we're actually considering investing in ourselves. Having said that, with any investment, there's always a potential to lose, so you must only ever invest in what you can actually afford to lose. Our contact details are in the description below. And please remember, we're not a financial institution, so anything you hear expressed here is our opinion only. There are over 1 billion people worldwide who play games online. These range from war games to board games that have turned digital and also trivia games. There are many ways in which revenue can actually be generated from these trivia games, and a number of people involved can actually turn a profit, including the people who are actually participating in the competitions and also the YouTube influencers who bring on larger audiences into the respective games as they're played. This is all made possible on a new, exciting, and profitable platform called Quizando. We will do a dive into all the cool details behind this platform shortly, but let's look a bit deeper into the gaming and trivia market first so we know the world we're actually dealing with. Now, on Facebook alone, there are 200 million English-speaking users who have listed quizzes, trivia, or game shows as one of their interests. During their test phase, the people at Quizando have crossed language barriers as they have players from all over the world. Many of these players are non-native English speakers. And just to make sure language isn't a barrier, Quizando has implemented French and Spanish versions of the platform in the pipeline. The folks over at Quizando estimate the total global potential market for their platform is close to 5 to 600 million players, but thanks to Quizando Live, it could potentially be even bigger than that. According to YouTube's figures, there are more than 465,000 people with 10,000 subscribers or more. Therefore, there's a potential reach of Quizando Live to billions of people, and each one of these people could potentially be a player on the platform. Quizando's beta testing has shown that on average, a typical player spends around $100 a year on Quizando. That means the global market for this particular platform could get to billions in revenue. In short, the market they're aiming for is expansive, as it could appeal to a great many people worldwide. When we look at the platform itself, there are 3 game types to consider. The first is last man standing, which they define as an exciting quiz which can see hundreds of thousands of people competing at the same time, answering exactly the same questions. Players are eliminated until they are drawn down to the last man standing. The second is head-to-head, which they describe as, this is our most social game, where players build their own quizzes and challenge friends, family, and other users, or even complete strangers to a quiz on a specific topic with a specific duration. And the pot goes up as more people join. The more participants that are recruited to play, the more money the participants are eligible to win. And in the third spot, we're looking at classic, which is described as, these are our bread and butter, simple leaderboard-based games which run for a 2-week period and are playable at any time, day or night. But in the white paper, they also stated, several other game types, styles, and formats will be implemented in the post-ICO redevelopment of Quizando. These will bring new and exciting ways to play and win, including fabulous prizes from sponsored quizzes and real-time one-on-one challenges. So that's it for the games themselves, but as we stated at the top of the video, there's an opportunity for YouTube influencers here too. Here's the example they give about how a YouTube influencer would engage with this platform. Let's take Joe X as an example. With his 100,000 followers, he currently spends several hours planning, scripting, filming, and editing a video that he uploads to his YouTube channel. His revenue for that video depends on views, and even then is unlikely to earn very much unless it goes viral. Let's say Joe X's video is viewed 100,000 times. He earns an estimated $280 in ad revenue from YouTube. However, if Joe hosts a quiz on Quizando and manages to get just 1% of his subscribers to take part, he's going to be earning $350 for just a few minutes of work. And there's no limit to how many quizzes he can host, 1 day, 1 hour, if he thinks it's worthwhile. Revenue for these live quizzes is split as follows: 35% to the host, 35% to the quiz winners, and 30% to Quizando. All of a sudden, Joe X has found a way to make money from his followers that simply wasn't open to him before. He can interact with them and ensure they come back for more. He has a proper business on his hands and maybe even a future as a real-world celebrity. Even more positively, 35% of the generated revenue goes back to Joe X's subscribers, keeping them keen and keeping them interested. With all of that in view, now we can better understand the two key problems Quizando hopes to solve. Firstly, the worldwide of quiz-loving people now has a one-stop platform where they can play quizzes and win money. Secondly, the platform helps to answer an important question that many folks who have a large social media following struggle to answer. I have a following, but how do I make money from it? Quizando Live's Games hopes to make this problem a thing of the past. By hosting quizzes via their platform, influencers across the globe can potentially have access to real-world income, which will reward the hard work they do day in and day out. Quizando has no illusions about the fact that to be successful, they have to grow their community. They have a plan in place on how this can be accomplished, and here is how it breaks down. First up, using select influential ambassadors from the world of social media who will collect their segmented audiences on the Quizando platform. Next, we have riding on the popularity of their competitors and placing token airdrops in fan groups, encouraging these fans to join and play on the platform. Then we have creating a rewards affiliate system for players who encourage others to join. Following on, we have implementing another reward scheme for people dependent on the number of games they play on the site. Then, there's creating some of the largest quiz games with prize pools which will very quickly reach real-life changing amounts. And finally, they have introducing games with tangible real-world prizes, which are attractive to those who aren't financially motivated.
In the club all night, see me under the light.
So since we're here to look at an actual blockchain project, let's have a closer look at how Quizando seeks to use the blockchain on their specific platform. The initial use of the blockchain will be in their payment systems, ensuring that every player and every quiz host has complete peace of mind about how the funds are allocated and distributed every time a Quizando live game is played. The platform works in a very simple structure in that a player will deposit quiz token into their Quizando wallet until such time as they wish to use them to play a game. When the player chooses to use the token within a game, it is placed in the game wallet and it is held there until the game has been completed and the winner or winners have been decided. At this point, the total token amount held in the game wallet will, upon trigger, be automatically distributed between the wallets of the winner or winners at 35%, the host of the game at 35%, and the remaining 30% will kick back to the Quizando platform. When you look at crypto platforms every day, you find yourself looking for two key things every time you're getting your head around a project. The first is whether or not it's unique. This does not mean that a crypto project has to reinvent the wheel, so to speak, but it is important to understand how it will stand out in the actual marketplace. And the second thing you look for is, can the platform turn a profit? Now with Quizando, it is definitely unique, and it does seem as though it has the potential to make money, not only for the actual platform itself, but also for the players and influencers who take part in this ecosystem. It'll be interesting to see if the current design of the platform brings more people onto the project, and how the system will expand as it improves in the years to come. For Crypto Global News, I'm Edward. Until next time, you take care.